Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Meds. I hope your week is off to a great start. Happy Monday. Yes, it's Monday and it's a wet Monday. It's raining on the outside. And yes, so we are inside. You know, every now and then we need to be inside to do a shoot. And yes, so welcome to our home. Yes, welcome. All right, so you know we've been talking about disaster preparedness. We've been talking about what tools or what equipment, what items you need in your emergency kit. We've been talking about not just preparing for hurricane, but preparing for disaster. And as many of you know, that disaster is not just natural disaster, but there is also man-made disasters. And as the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, their slogan says, disasters do happen. Yes, be prepared. Disasters do happen, be prepared. And so today we are going to wrap up this whole disaster preparedness month or disaster preparedness feature. And one of the main things I want you to take away from this is that, like we said, if you have not seen part 1, 2, and 3 of this disaster preparedness feature, definitely check in the description section of this video. Main things, like we said last week, definitely watch and apply these tips as they are applicable to your life. Don't just watch them and share them with others and not use the information, because knowledge is power when you use it. And so yes, today we'll be focusing on some important information that you need to have right now. As we talk about ODPEM, so here in Jamaica, ODPEM is a governmental organization. It's the organization that is used to govern or to organize or to operate disaster preparedness management, as it says. And so you need to know, wherever you are, whichever country you are. If you're in Jamaica, you know ODPEM, and ODPEM is in Kingston. Their office is in Kingston. You need to know how to reach them. You need to know the organization or the department that deals with disaster preparedness and emergency management. So in Jamaica, ODPEM does that. And in the US, there is FEMA, and FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency. You need to know how to contact them, and whether via phone or email. And also, another thing that you need to know, you need to find out the closest shelter, the closest emergency shelter to you or to where you live. You need to be prepared for disaster way before disaster. So preparedness means that you are planning. So you are prepared way in advance. You don't wait until a disaster strikes, you get prepared, but you be prepared way ahead of time. So just in case, God forbid, your roof goes, or if the wind blow or a tree knocks out your windows, and or your doors are blown off or whatever, and water is coming in, so there's a flood, you need to know where is the closest shelter to go. If you don't have family nearby that you can shelter, or neighbors that you can stay with, you need to know where is a safe shelter that you can go. And so that is the focus of our series today. As we wrap up this whole month, we showed you the lantern, we showed you the flashlight section of the lantern. We showed you the flashlight section of the lantern. Flashlight. All right, so that's the full lantern. Isn't it beautiful? And yes, it gives great light, and yes, it is solar powered. So you may be saying, well, I don't have access to this kind of technology or solar energy. So what can I do? what about those of us in the Caribbean who don't have access to these things like those in America? Well, you can use the good old lantern or the good old home sweet home lamp. Yes, I don't have one here, but yes, we do have this lantern, so you can flick it open and you can light it. You may also say, well, it's not easily accessible for me to get this, so what else can I use? Well, you can use the good old candle and matches. So yes, we need to make sure that we have candles and matches at our disposal. And yes, children, do not play with this. Do not play with this. So yes, we're going to secure it right here in this cup. So you will heat the bottom, and yes, you're gonna light it. So you heat the bottom and hold it. And you want to make sure that you put this out. If you notice, I don't know if you can see it, but there's still light. There's still fire in the tip. So you want to dip it in some water. I don't have the water exactly right here, but we'll put it right there and watch it. So yes, the candle is fastened in the cup because the wax, you melt the wax from the bottom. All right, so you definitely want to be prepared for disaster. Not just hurricane, but for flood, for fire. And as we talk about fire, you want to make sure you watch this candle. If there's any wind blowing, any breeze blowing, you want to make sure you take it away from any curtains or any sheeting or any cloth or anything that would cause a fire. You need to secure it at a safe place and make sure you keep it away from children, or you make sure you're monitoring children. And never leave a candle by itself without attending to it. Make sure there's always someone in the room, and make sure that person is an adult. All right, so as we wrap up today on Monday Medz, you know, Jesus said to the people on the Sermon on the Mount, he said, you are the light of the world. You are that city that's on a hill that cannot be hid. So you should let your light shine. Let your light so shine that men will see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. I pray you have a wonderful week, everyone, and God be with you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Be sure to click the notification bell to get updates on all our new videos. Keep watching.